So in 2021, Samsung has a very robust lineup of everyday carry truly wireless earbuds to choose from. The Galaxy Buds Plus have all of the features that you could want in a pair of everyday carry truly wireless earbuds at a very affordable price. The Galaxy Buds Live are all about comfort, and the Galaxy Buds Pro excel at bringing you great sound quality at a very reasonable price. But if you are trying to choose between these three earbuds, let's break them down and see which one's right for you.
Now, when it comes to pricing, personally, I think all of these earbuds are reasonably affordable, but the Galaxy Buds Plus are the most affordable ones here, retailing for $150. The Galaxy Buds Live retail for $170, and the newest of the bunch, the Galaxy Buds Pro, retail for $200. Now, both the Plus and Live can routinely be found on sale these days, and I wouldn't be surprised that the Pros will go on sale in the future as well. So if you want to pick any of these earbuds up, they'll be linked down below. And if you want to learn more about any of these earbuds, please watch their full reviews because we're only going to be going over their main differences. Now, first let's talk about the carrying cases here. All of these earbuds have decently small cases for truly wireless earbuds, but all of these cases are still a little thicker than the AirPods and AirPods Pro's cases. But nonetheless, you can easily take out and slip all of these cases into your pocket and not notice them too much when they're in there. And for comparison's sake, all of these cases are way smaller than the Sony WF-1000XM3's case, which are still a pair of very popular earbuds, and they're absolutely dwarfed by the Bose QC earbuds case. Now, even though all of these cases are decently small, one thing I do want to point out about all of these cases are their magnets. All of these magnets are a little on the weaker side. I wish these magnets had more of a pull to them so that it would be even easier to put your earbuds away. But besides that, all of these cases are just fine.
Now, when it comes to charging these cases, all of these cases charge via a USB-C port as they should, and they all have wireless charging, which is great either if you have a phone that supports power sharing or if you've already invested in a few wireless chargers. Now, when it comes to battery life, you can easily get a combined battery life of 20 to 24 hours with all of these earbuds depending on how you use them. But the main difference here is going to be the stamina of the earbuds themselves. Both the Pros and Lives are good for around 8 hours of playback time if you use them with their active noise cancellation and high Bixby turned off. Whereas the Plus are good for around 13 hours of playback time with their ambient mode turned off. And this is because the batteries in the Plus are larger than the batteries found in both the Pros and Live. So if you're someone that's looking for the earbuds with the longest stamina here, maybe because you work in a warehouse or because you work in retail, then you might want to go with the Plus. But if you are just looking for the longest combined battery life, then you'll want to go with either the Pros or the Lives because the batteries inside their cases are larger than the battery found in the Plus's case.
But now let's talk about the earbuds themselves. When it comes to fit, all of these earbuds fit very differently, and this could be a differentiating factor for some people. The Galaxy Buds Plus fit like your standard pair of in-ear earbuds, as in they go into your ear canal a decent amount, like let's say the Jabra Elite 75Ts or the Sennheiser Momentum 2s. But they don't go in super deep into your ear canal like the Sony WF-1000XM3s. But then, there are the Galaxy Buds Pro, which fit between a pair of standard in-ear earbuds and a pair of shallow-fitting in-ear earbuds. As in, the Galaxy Buds Pro don't go in as deep into your ear canal as the Galaxy Buds Plus, but they go in a little deeper than both the AirPods Pro and Jabra Elite 85Ts. The end result is that the Galaxy Buds Pro don't feel as intrusive as the Galaxy Buds Plus, but they also provide better lockdown than the AirPods Pro because they don't wiggle out as much. Personally, I find the Galaxy Buds Pro to be more comfortable than the Galaxy Buds Plus. Now, one important thing to keep in mind here between the Pros and the Plus is that the Pros don't have adjustable ear fins like the Plus. Personally, I don't mind it, and actually, if you look closely, you notice that the sculpt of the Pros is very similar to the sculpt of the Plus with their medium fins attached. But then, there are the Galaxy Buds Live, which don't go into your ear canal like these other two earbuds. The Galaxy Buds Live rest in the bowl of your ears, just like AirPods. So, without question, the Galaxy Buds Live are the most comfortable earbuds here. But the Galaxy Buds Live's superior comfort does bring one major drawback, and that's these earbuds do let in more ambient noise than these other two earbuds, because the Lives just don't create as good of a seal. So since these earbuds can't create as good of a seal, that is going to affect their sound quality. But regardless, if you're interested in a pair of in-ear earbuds, then the Pros are more comfortable than the Plus because they don't go in as deep and they still create a good seal. But if you're interested in maximum comfort for long use sessions, or if you're just not the biggest fan of in-ear earbuds, then you'll want to go with the Lives.
Now, when it comes to Bluetooth connectivity, all of these earbuds each establish a connection with your phone. So if you just want to use one earbud at a time, you can use either one. It doesn't matter. And at this point, I would expect these earbuds to use this setup because this is the type of setup that we would expect to see from a premium brand like Samsung. But one very important feature all of these earbuds have is that they all have that seamless earbud connection feature. So with all of these earbuds, you can easily jump around between all of your previously connected Bluetooth devices without first having to disconnect from the first device. So if you're a power user using multiple devices with multiple operating systems, the Galaxy Buds allow you to jump around between all of your devices. However, the Galaxy Buds don't allow you to be simultaneously connected to multiple devices like you can with the Jabra Elite 85Ts. So you can't hot swap from one device to another. Nonetheless, the Galaxy Buds do allow you to jump around from device to device no matter what operating system you're using fairly easily, but you are still going to have to fiddle around with your Bluetooth menu. But if you are heavily invested into the Samsung Galaxy ecosystem, then the Galaxy Buds will allow you to hot swap between any of your Galaxy devices associated to your Samsung account, similar to how you can hot swap between any of your Apple devices associated to your iCloud account if you're using AirPods. But performance-wise, all of these earbuds have zero latency across the board when watching movies or videos on your phone, whether you're using an iPhone or an Android device. But when it comes to audio codecs, all of these earbuds are strictly using SBC and AAC.
But now let's talk about listening to music with these earbuds. Now, I feel the Galaxy Buds Live sound good enough to get the job done. Now, personally, I like using these earbuds while they're in their clear EQ, because in their normal EQ, these earbuds have way too much bass, which can be a little overpowering and it makes it hard to hear everything else. But while in their clear EQ, their bass gets lowered a little bit, but they still have a lot of bass, and the mids come out a little bit as well, making it a little easier to hear vocals and instrumentals. But due to their design, these earbuds do let in a lot of ambient noise, so you really are going to have to crank the volume up on these earbuds when you're out and about. Overall, I feel these earbuds are better suited for consuming videos and podcasts, and if you're interested in better sound quality, then you do want to go with either the Plus or Pros, because first off, both of these earbuds do a significantly better job of blocking out ambient noise because they create better seals, which reduces noise pollution and increases sound quality. Now, when it comes to choosing between the Plus and the Pros, hands down, the Pros sound significantly better than the Plus. The Pros sound significantly more open than the Plus, their bass resonates and hits much harder than the Plus, and the highs on the Pros stay crisp, whereas the highs on the Plus can get a little fuzzy at times. Now, even though the Plus do sound better than the Lives, the Plus are better suited for people who like a flatter or vocals-focused EQ. Whereas I genuinely believe the Pros will be able to please both people who like a bass-heavy EQ and people who prefer a more vocals-focused EQ, because these earbuds really can do it all. However, when it comes to the media controls on these earbuds, I still feel the Galaxy Buds Plus have the superior touchpads here. Personally, I feel that the touchpads on the Pros are just a little too sensitive for my taste because these things are very quick to accept inputs, even when you're just adjusting these earbuds, whereas I feel the touchpads on the Lives aren't sensitive enough because I routinely get missed inputs with these earbuds. Whereas with the Plus, these are more accurate for me. Now with all of these earbuds, you can tap to play or pause, double tap to skip a track, triple tap to go back a track, and you can press and hold to either adjust your volume, cycle between your active noise cancellation or ambient mode, or activate your voice assistant. However, with the Plus, if you were to go into their Labs tab, you can also choose the double tap the edge feature so that you can adjust your volume. So this way, with the Plus, you can cycle between your music by tapping, cycle between your ambient mode by pressing and holding, and still be able to adjust your volume all from the earbuds themselves. You would think that the Lives and Pros had this feature, but they don't. So maybe they'll add them through a software update. I don't know.
But now let's talk about the active noise cancellation on these earbuds. The Galaxy Buds Plus don't have active noise cancellation, but quite frankly, I found that since these are in-ear earbuds, they manage to block out more noise than the Galaxy Buds Live with their active noise cancellation turned on. But given the Galaxy Buds Live fit, I think that's perfectly okay. However, with their active noise cancellation turned on, the Galaxy Buds Pro do manage to block out the most amount of noise here. Now, I do want to taper expectations here. The ANC on the Galaxy Buds Pro mostly focuses on constant low frequency sounds, and they aren't going to block out as much noise as a proper pair of over-ear ANC headphones, like the AirPod Max, Sony 1000 XM4s, or the Bose NC700s. Now, even though the Galaxy Buds Pro do manage to block out a decent amount of noise, I found that the Jabra Elite 85Ts, Sennheiser Momentum 2s, and AirPods Pro all managed to block out more noise than these earbuds. However, I do feel the Galaxy Buds Pro do manage to block out more noise than the Sony WF-1000 XM3s. But like I mentioned in the past, I only use the ANC on my earbuds when I have to, and what's really important to me is the quality of their ambient mode. Now, the Galaxy Buds Live have an ambient mode, but for some reason, it's hidden under the Labs tab. But nonetheless, the ambient mode on the Galaxy Buds Live sounds decent with zero hissing in the background. The only thing is that you can't adjust their ambient mode like you can with these other earbuds. Because the ambient mode on the Live is like having the ambient mode on the Plus and Pros set to low. Now, the ambient mode on the Galaxy Buds Plus is okay, but it does sound a little on the artificial side when compared to these other two earbuds. And the microphone array on these earbuds does like to pick up a noticeable amount of wind noise when walking outdoors when compared to these other earbuds. Whereas the ambient mode on the Galaxy Buds Pro does sound a little more natural. However, there is a slight hissing in the background, and if you were to use the ambient mode set to high or extra high, then you are going to hear that hissing even more. However, the microphone array on the Galaxy Buds Pro does do a better job of rejecting wind noise when walking outdoors than the Galaxy Buds Plus. And the Galaxy Buds Pro also have an active ambient mode, which is super rare for earbuds right now. So basically, these earbuds will automatically turn off their ambient mode if they detect a sudden spike in loud noise, and once that loud noise stops, they'll turn their ambient mode back on. Now, this is super useful, like let's say you're walking around the city and a siren blares by, or if you're walking around and some dog just starts barking, these earbuds will turn off their ambient mode and just save you from that sudden jump scare. Whereas with the Plus and Lives, they're just gonna let in everything. But a new feature on the Galaxy Buds Pro is voice detect, which is very similar to speak to chat on the new Sony 1000 XM4s. Basically, when I start talking, these earbuds will automatically lower the volume of your music and pump in all of the ambient sound around you so that you can talk to someone without even to have to touch the earbuds themselves. Now, you're still going to be able to hear your music in the background, but the idea is that you're going to be able to hear whoever you're talking to over your music. Now, these earbuds will stay in this state as long as you're talking, and they'll go back to normal either after you've been quiet for a preset determined amount of time, which you can set through their app, or you can always cancel voice detect by tapping on their touchpad like this. But just like with Speak to Chat on the new Sony 1000 XM4s, personally I am not a fan of voice detect on the Galaxy Buds Pro because it is fairly easy to activate. If you're listening to music and if you're working on something and if you start talking to yourself very quietly, then voice detect will get activated, and it'll also get activated if you start laughing too much. And overall, it's still rather hard to actually hear people over your music. So if I am going to talk to somebody out in public with my earbuds in, I'm still just going to do the whole take one earbud out thing. But finally, here's the microphone test. Now, the microphone on the Galaxy Buds Plus does sound a little shallow when compared to the microphones on both the Galaxy Buds Live and Galaxy Buds Pro. Now, I feel these earbuds do an okay job of blocking out road noise, but when it comes to chatter, these earbuds do struggle quite a bit. Whereas both the Galaxy Buds Live and Galaxy Buds Pro do a much better job of blocking out ambient noise and focusing on your voice. Because right now, if we were to switch over to my lapel microphone, you're going to clearly hear all of this chatter. But if we were to switch back over to the Galaxy Buds Live, it is reduced and my voice is front and center. And the same thing can be said about blocking out road noise. If we were to switch over to my lapel microphone, you're going to clearly hear all of this road noise. But if we were to switch back over to the Galaxy Buds Pro, It is severely reduced, and my voice is front and center. So if you do plan on taking lots and lots of phone calls, then either the Galaxy Buds Live or the Galaxy Buds Pro are good options, whereas with the Galaxy Buds Plus, they can sound a little shallow. And with the amounts of remote work people are doing these days, having a good sounding microphone on your earbuds is super important.
So, with all that being said, Samsung has a very compelling lineup of earbuds to choose from. The Galaxy Buds Plus are a pair of budget-friendly earbuds that have all of the features that you could want in a pair of everyday carry truly wireless earbuds. However, the Galaxy Buds Live are all about comfort. Since these earbuds don't actually go into your ear canal, they don't get itchy after a while or feel intrusive. So if you're looking for a pair of earbuds to mostly use while you're out running errands and you want to passively consume videos and podcasts, then the Galaxy Buds Live are a great option. However, if you are looking for the best sound quality, then you definitely want to go with the Galaxy Buds Pro. The two-way speaker in the Galaxy Buds Pro bring great audio at a very reasonable price. The Pros also have decent active noise cancellation, and they also have a decent active ambient mode. If you made it this far, I guess you enjoyed the video, so hit that like button and get subscribed. It helps out more than you realize. If you want to pick any of the products up mentioned in this video, those will be linked in the description down below, and you can also support the channel by checking out the merch store. But other than that, I'll catch you next time.